They added a little bit of time to the clock. They're going to the end zone, looking for Higgins. It's bouncing around. Did Higgins get it on the deflection? It went off of Carter. T. Higgins makes the catch. 32 yards and a Clemson touchdown.
Volleyballs it in the air, and Higgins keeps his eyes on it.
I know his brother's watching, and Miles has played well today.
Deep pass down the sideline. Higgins makes the catch. He stays in bounds. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Clemson. TD catch this from Hunter Johnson.
Check the concentration. Reaches out and never really ever puts his right hand on the ball until he shoves it over there to run with it. It was a left-handed catch all the way. Holding off the defender with the right arm. He never ever put the right arm up to catch the ball. A one-handed stab by Higgins, and then the great speed to finish. This is what all Clemson wide receivers have, that huge speed.
A high schooler in Cartersville, Georgia. Lawrence going up top. And his first pass is complete, and it might be a touchdown to T. Higgins if he's got enough gas. Higgins trying to get to the corner. Is he going to make it? Touchdown, Tigers! Welcome to the big time, Trevor Lawrence. 64 yards.
Well, welcome to the big time, as you say, for number 16, and welcome T. Higgins to taking over that slot, that boundary receiver spot. Number 5 goes up and over the defender from A&M to make that play, and then shows speed after the catch to get it into the end zone.
Players in college football. Lawrence single coverage, found his man. Higgins, touchdown Tigers. T. Higgins is an elite talent.
7. Lawrence into the end zone, caught by T. Higgins for the touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence right now sees a lot. His vision is good. And they basically, Beth, ran the same exact play that their last touchdown happened. He gets a little pressure in his face, but he stands in there and delivers. We saw that earlier to start the game. That was part of it. But look at this. Just rotating that outside receiver up the middle. And Wake Forest really doesn't have an answer for it.
NC State knew they were likely to go to Renfro. Still couldn't stop it. Lawrence, another deep strike and a catch. And a touchdown for T. Higgins. It's play action with max protection. You keep the tight end in the back. It's a two-man route. And Higgins gets separation from Nick McLeod, the corner. And
Lawrence into the end zone. The jump ball is there for T. Higgins. And he boxes out the defender, and he's got a 7-yard touchdown. And the true freshman knows he cost his team a score.
Yep. You only have so many opportunities offensively and defensively, and drop passes have killed the Seminoles offensively. And then defensively, when you get off the field, well, you're just going to have some of these matchups. And A.J. Westbrook is doing all he can. Not a perfectly thrown ball, but enough to allow Higgins.
This time a throw with touch at the front pylon for the touchdown to Higgins.
They did a beautiful job on the previous possession, getting him into a one-on-one with the safety. They do so again. I mean, those are just mismatches, and it doesn't take a senior to figure out. True freshman could say, yeah, my guy's pretty good, and he's a whole lot better than a safety. And it was Nasruddin that time.
Lawrence into the end zone. Easy pitch and catch. Higgins with a touchdown.
Well, the way Clemson's been running the football, it's going to set up a lot of play-action pass, and he finds T. Higgins, a future star outside on the slant. Beautiful pitch and catch, just an easy play for this Clemson offense. You get those linebackers, safeties downhill, middle of the field's wide open, passes on the money.
7. Lawrence will throw again. 6-1 in there. This one is caught for the score. T.
Lawrence, end zone, caught. Touchdown, T. Higgins went up, got the ball, and they say got the foot down. Let's make sure.
6'4", one-on-one. They've been tight coverage this entire drive. Gotta love that oh yeah, nice job with the left foot getting down, has possession of the football, goes over Pennock. And we've been seeing that connection all year long. From the freshman Lawrence, they get down to the red zone. They love to throw the football to T. Higgins when he's matched up one-on-one. And the progressive pylon cam shows he catches it and gets the left foot down.
9th touchdown reception for the leading receiver in this crew. And the Tigers trying to add to the lead. Lawrence for the end zone, just like that. They make the Panthers pay. Higgins for the second time tonight.
I put the little marker on Higgins because if I'm a quarterback and I got 29 seconds to go and I see one-on-one coverage with my guy, I'm going to go to it all day. Nice job of reading it. It's an RPO. The safety came up and made it an easy throw for Trevor Lawrence to T. Higgins.
He'll run a play. Again, very tentative rush. Lawrence lofts it up to the end zone. Juggling catch made. Was it in bounds for T. Higgins? At least for the moment, the answer is yes. And it's Dante Vaughn, the stand-in for Julian Love, in coverage again.
Well, Dante Vaughn actually got a hand on this ball. He knocks it up in the air. Unfortunately, it goes up in the air and not to the ground, and Higgins is able to snag it. Does he get 1 foot in with possession? Unbelievable concentration by T. Higgins.
Well, fans on both sides are cheering. The Clemson folks think it's clearly a touchdown. The Notre Dame fans are saying that's not a touchdown. Let's bring in Bill LeMonnier, who's had a busy first half. What do you think, Bill?
I'll tell you what, they've been challenged on calls today. This is close. He's got control of the ball. The foot touches. Now he maintains control of the ball going to the ground. Touchdown.
Yeah, the foot definitely came down before the elbow out of the end zone. He had control of the catch.
And that's the critical thing, Todd, as you know. He's got to have control of that ball. If he only had control of the ball airborne, now lands out of bounds, it's incomplete. But he had that foot down with control. So I see replay going touchdown.
Lawrence with the rush coming. Finds T. Higgins. Touchdown. There's a flag down.
Lawrence out of the gun, looking downfield, looking deep, looking for Higgins, and Nugget caught it. He came up with it. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. What a grab by Higgins. 62 yards for the Tigers. Coming off a big passing game against Syracuse. Going to go long right away. Has an open receiver. That's Higgins. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. 58 yards. Lawrence from the pocket, a deep ball to Higgins, he got it! Touchdown! Clemson has the lead!
Well, stepped out of the 22. Lawrence, quickly to Higgins. Inside the 5, he'll score.
This year, they do bring it. He gets the ball out and has Higgins wide open, who scores! And Clemson, 2 for 2 tonight with a touchdown drive, 33 yards. That one.
Well, he got behind the corner. Comes up late, doesn't reroute him, doesn't jam him at all. Makes it easy to get behind the corner and in front of the safety. That nice hole right there. The progressive pylon cam shows you does a good job of staying in bounds. But the corner, Nick McLeod, who's a veteran, C2C, a captain. He's been out since week 1. Came up late.
Play action, slant, goal line, touchdown. T. Higgins.
Just a little RPO, fake to ETN. That safety jumps up. Easy throw to T. Higgins.
Lawrence with a pump fake. Looking for the back left corner of the end zone for T. Higgins. He's got another. The second first half touchdown catch for Higgins. In between Greer and Henderson.
This is why he's going to be the #1 pick in the draft. Pump fake, whole shot to the field. Safety's in perfect position. I'll place it exactly where I want it, up top to T. Higgins. The arm strength, the type of throw, the placement of the football. How about Higgins?
44-yard pick six against Alabama in the championship game last year. And here's Lawrence. He's looking for the end zone again for Higgins. It's a hat trick for T. Higgins here in the first half.
Lawrence looking at that bunch formation. Here's a fade to the corner, and it's beautifully thrown to Higgins for a touchdown. 9th touchdown catch of the year for T. Higgins, and Trevor Lawrence with his 28th touchdown pass.
It's a beautiful throw right to the spot. When you're throwing the fade in the end zone, you aim at that back pylon. That's the landmark for the wide receiver. T. Higgins was holding his landmark perfectly, and Trevor Lawrence dropped it in the bucket for the first score of the game.
Cover more. Lawrence off play action, steps up, takes a shot downfield, going for Higgins. It's a touchdown. What a throw by Trevor Lawrence. 65 yards.
This is just an unbelievable throw. I mean, you look at Trevor surveying the field, moving, buying a little extra time, getting all his weight behind it, puts a ton of air under it, and allows Higgins to run under it.
About winning them all. He's never trailed the second half. Clean living, McShay. Out to T. Higgins. Down the sideline for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Just like that.
The dilemma for the Virginia Cavaliers on defense is if you come up and you play tight coverage against Higgins and Ross, they're going to run by you. This time Nick Grant plays soft to make the ball be thrown underneath, but you got to come up and you got to make the tackle.
Clemson gets the ball to start the second half, too. Lawrence back to the end zone, juggled and caught. T. Higgins, second touchdown. And they'll take another look at it, but for now it's a score and a 30-7 lead by the Tigers.
Yeah, Virginia decided to play man-to-man with Heskin Smith, the corner, one-on-one with T. Higgins. And he has good position, good coverage, but you just give T. Higgins a chance, and he's going to make the play. Heskin.
That's the beauty. Here's Lawrence. That's a good throw. T. Higgins, touchdown Clemson. That's just a handful.
Linday Dixon on a reverse. It's Higgins. Lawrence throws a block. Higgins is off and running. Breaking tackles, banging off people. Touchdown. Clemson stretches the lead. Wow.
Now you get an aggressive defense. You counter that with the reverse. Look at Carmen leading the way. Look at Justin Ross, 8, with an outstanding block on the freshman Stingley. And then T. Higgins showing some toughness, lowers his shoulder and goes over the other corner, Fulton, to work his way into the end zone. Some physicality from the long, lanky wide receiver at 6'4", 215.